Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Brad Walchek calling in from Premier Marketing. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to join us. I know this is especially busy with AEP coming up. But one other thing we have going on, though, is Long-Term Care Awareness Month starting November 1st. With that, we have been really working hard with our carriers to get things out there. And the first thing we wanted to do in order to prep was get Mutual of Omaha there with their exciting marketing materials. I'm not going to go into details as we have the experts with us. And I have Megan on the line, and she's going to kind of run through the market for us. So without further ado, here you go, Megan. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the warm welcome. I'm excited to be here. Earlier than I think we've ever been to the field to talk about some materials that we've developed here at Mutual of Omaha to get into your hands to start the conversation for long-term care insurance. So if you have any questions, please submit them in the chat, or we can follow up with Brad and team after the call. But I am just going to breeze through some content that I'm excited to share. So for those that were a little maybe not aware, Mutual of Omaha is undergoing a complete rebrand from a company-wide perspective. So as everyone knows, we retired our old logo and released a new logo down 2020. And now we're having a Protect Your Kingdom initiative tagline throughout for all products at Mutual of Omaha. So what we wanted to do from a long-term care perspective is, merge with the corporate brand and be able to really represent what Mutual of Omaha stands for. So you're going to be seeing our new rebranded materials, all 180 different pieces for long-term care insurance producer and consumer facing content that will reflect that new Protect Your Kingdom brand. But specifically for Long-Term Care Insurance Awareness Month, our theme is fearless protection. So we understand with the purchase of a long-term care insurance sale that the consumers and your clients can live fearlessly now because their future is protected. So that's kind of the tone and theme behind the different initiatives that we were running throughout the month, but I wanted to call that out to the team. So if you aren't already subscribed, we're going to be running a bunch of content starting 10/19, so October 19th. That's going to be in Express weekly. We're also going to have a claims webinar, and we're also going to have social media weekly. So I'll dive into the details here in a second, but I wanted to throw out those dates for you guys so you have a couple weeks to prepare to make sure that you're subscribed to Express, and that you also have an opportunity to register to our claims webinar so you can kind of, save the date and then also make sure that you're on our social media platforms. But let's dive into the Protect Your Kingdom rebrand. I'm excited to give you guys advance notice here of this communication, but we've, again, touched all of our consumer materials, all of our producer materials. And if you whip out your phone and take you can scan the QR code on your screen right now and have a sneak peek to the landing page that'll be shared here mid-October that has some of our core pieces identified that we touched. So I'm going to talk high level here in the next couple of slides about the pieces that we've developed. But first, that involves consumer brochures, our social media content, all of our sales ideas, as well as our product and underwriting guides, which are kind of thumbnailed here. All of these pieces have been released just in time for Long-Term Care Insurance Awareness Month. So make sure that you order through your normal ordering channels and get access to those. But I want to call out a few different things here quickly. So the first of which is the sales concepts. So we have a lot of them. And if you visit Sales Professional Access, or if you do subscribe to our Express newsletter, you're going to see them. But I wanted to call out two specifically. So one in which is sales ideas to how to start the conversation. And in this piece, we talk about questions that you can ask to prospects to, appropriate responses to help navigate the conversation. So these are the questions that we've heard from the field that we've know that people kind of object to having or purchasing long-term care insurance, or the need, and we kind of help you be able to have that conversation. So ideas to help you start the conversation is a piece I wanted to call out, as well as a pretty all-inclusive rising costs of long-term care services sales idea. So on the front side of this sales idea, it kind of shows the services type and then what we've seen since we've evaluated our cost of care services data that we purchase annually from 2010 all the way down to this past 2021 year. And we just show the rate of inflation and how it can be a great conversation starter and just talking about planning for the need of the costs of the future. Not shown here is the back of the page that actually is interactive, that links some of our core consumer facing pieces, as well as some of our additional producer facing concepts that, again, you can download this version of the sales idea, keep it downloaded, or and then be able to reference before a client call to look up the cost of care services projected in the relevant state, to also just have access to the information of 20 years from now, and also even have presentations and whatnot that speak to the cost of care materials that we've developed. So again, wanted to call these two pieces out. They'll be communicated throughout the month, but wanted that to be you be aware of it. Another couple pieces I wanted to call out were specifically to prospecting. So the left-hand side of the screen right here is "we'll be here to pay your claims." So this is what we've heard from the field and would welcome your feedback on, is that "we'll be here to pay your claims" is a very high-level overview of what we've seen as a carrier for, what kind of claims are paid or how much. Who needs care, where care is given, and why people need care. And again, it's short, sweet, gives you the information that you need, and also is comprehensive to a consumer that kind of just illustrates why long-term care insurance is so important to their financial future. And again, is a great conversation starter or a takeaway for them to have. And that's, a downloadable. There are state variations on all these pieces that I'm talking to right now, but I wanted to call that out as a really valuable piece. Another two items here is, if you look right here on the Your Family button, or not button, but little thumbnail, we have a high level, just under 3-minute video that's approved for consumer use that talks about just that. Again, the value of long-term care insurance, and it doesn't dive into product details, which we've learned can quickly, just lose engagement from a consumer's perspective. It really talks about the need for long-term care, protecting your family, protecting your retirement, as well as just, having that peace of mind. And we have a way for you to share that digitally. Again, this is on Vimeo. You can copy and paste the appropriate hyperlinks, which again will be linked in Express if you aren't already subscribed, for your state, and share it through an email, share it through, if you're comfortable enough, a text message. It's a really, really easy way just to have a sign off and a conversation, and it's completely digital. The next item here is a prospecting postcard that speaks to the cost of long-term care insurance that we have downloadable, orderable through your normal ordering channels, but it can have your unique information on the backhand side of this with your contact information, that if you do have a specific territory, a zip code, demographic that you have a list for that you would like to target, we do have this prospecting postcard available for download. But again, wanted to quickly reiterate the importance to make sure that you get access to this material. I know that you'll be communicated with from Premier, but then also just make sure that you're receiving the content to subscribe to Express. On there is not just long-term care insurance information, there's life, DI, CI, and MedSup information. There's product and underwriting updates, sales ideas, and holiday office closings. This is a preview of what it looks like. Again, they're kind of categorized by product. So updates, life insurance, long-term care, MedSup, CI, DI. But that's kind of a snapshot of what it looks like. So another quick reminder to make sure you're subscribed. Now let's talk about social media. So we are really, really excited to be on both Facebook as well as LinkedIn. Now, Facebook, we've been live a little bit over a year less past July, and on it you're going to view all of our consumer facing content as well as the content that we will release to those that we've verified are contracted through Mutual of Omaha. So you're going to get advanced notice of campaigns. You're going to get specific webinar registrations, any kind of really important information that we only want to share with those that are contracted with Mutual of Omaha is going to be on Facebook. So in this little graphic I have here is an example of the consumer facing content that you have. We have materials ranging from cost of care data, claims information, tax advantages of long-term care, and these are all approved for you to take on your social media as long as you copy and paste the appropriate captions onto your social media. Again, they're consumer approved posts, and that exclusively lives on our Facebook group. If you scan this QR code, you're going to have a questionnaire. Please fill it out. Please make sure to enter your production number, and then give us a few days to verify all the information, and you'll be able to have access. So again, I'm really, really excited to be able to give this, have this conversation with you in advance of Long-Term Care Insurance Awareness Month to make sure that you are able to be there present when we start the promotion. The next item here is our LinkedIn. Again, that QR code should be active, and that is less guarded as far as acceptance goes. It's just a follow button, but with this platform, it makes it really easy for you just to take the posts that we share. Again, it's all it's a lot of IWP, income, wealth, and planning products that we promote on this brokerage sales Facebook page, but you can just take it and share it. There's less regulatory compliance guidelines we have to adhere to on LinkedIn because most of these materials that we share are producer facing, but please make sure to join now just to be abreast of the industry conversation that we're helping to promote. Again, just a quick call out of what the difference is. Facebook is an exclusive group. There's early access to future campaign materials, all of our consumer content, and then if there's any spot updates or phone lines are down, breaking news information will be shared on Facebook. Again, only those that have production numbers that are actively licensed to sell Mutual of Omaha. LinkedIn, again, there's industry news, sales ideas, conference information, company successes, and so on. The next thing I'm super excited to talk about is our claims webinar, which will be open to everybody, and that'll be promoted through Express. But the claims webinar will have our claims leadership as well as our national sales director, Corey Campbell. And it's not just going to talk about claims process. It's going to talk about, again, kind of what I highlighted in that claims overview flyer of what we're seeing from an industry perspective, what we're seeing from a carrier perspective as people make phone calls into our claims department and go on claim. And then Corey is going to help translate that information into valuable sales ideas and conversation starters, because we understand that long-term care insurance is an emotional sale, and being able to show that we're here and that we pay claims and that we'll be here whenever your prospects and clients are eligible for claim is really, full circle on what we want to focus on and what we're trying to lean on during Long-Term Care Insurance Awareness Month. But without further ado, I mean, unless there's questions from you, from the panelists on the call, or from the chat, I give you permission to start spreading the word about Mutual of Omaha's tools and resources that we developed for Long-Term Care Insurance Awareness Month. Again, we've rebranded all of our materials. They are available for download. You're getting exclusive access for the material that we'll be starting to promote to producers here in a couple of weeks, 10/19, again, in Express. But that's what I wanted to discuss today, Brad, unless you have questions or want me to hone in on anything specific to the group.
I don't see any questions as of now, but you all are free to contact Katie or myself, or if you wanted any marketing materials. Otherwise, Megan, thanks for the presentation, and yeah, let's get after it in November.
I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and happy selling.
Okay, thanks guys.